What's up, guys? Okay, so today what I'm going to be talking about is why you should have a training logbook. Okay, this is mine right here. As you can see, it's very janky, falling apart. But I'm going to be talking about why it is, if your goal is to improve your physique, or if you're chasing a certain goal with the way you look in the gym, why you should be writing your lifts, or logging your lifts, I mean. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to be saying is the purpose of the logbook is basically to keep track of what you can do, to make a certain baseline of what you could do. When you go to the gym and you do your exercises, you're following your program, you write down your lifts, and that is a baseline now. Now you know that, okay, I challenged myself and I got 10 reps on the squat, right? Okay, I'm accounting for that. I'm writing that down. Next time I come back, I'm gonna try to get 11 reps with that weight that I did as before I did 10. And that in itself is progressive overload, and that's gonna cause your body to adapt and to grow in the long term. If you keep adding those sessions where you keep coming back and you keep overloading, that's gonna make you grow. Okay? So a logbook is basically to keep track and keep you accountable, like at a certain point you're gonna get to the place where just everything, for example, if you can squat 315, at a certain point you're gonna get 225 is still gonna feel heavy, but does that mean that it's still challenging your body to the point where it's gonna cause a stimulus to cause hypertrophy, to cause growth? Probably not. It's just not going to challenge you, but it's still going to feel difficult. So a training logbook is going to keep you accountable. It's going to say, okay, yeah, 225 was hard, but here in my logbook it says 315. I've hit that before, so maybe 320 is going to be that challenge that I need to chase, to take it to the next level and keep growing, keep progressively overloading your body. Okay, so, and also another point would be is the motivation it gives you. Like, we love to see progress pictures, right? We like to see physical things in front of us to the eye that shows that we've been progressing, and the logbook is a way of that. You write down your lifts. 4 weeks ago you got 50 pounds for 10 reps. 4 weeks later, now you're doing 60 pounds for 12 reps, right? And that is a way of, okay, my body it's moving more, I'm getting stronger. There's more load, there's more stress being placed on the particular muscle that you're writing down in your logbook. Okay, so that's going to be ensuring that you're causing growth, you're causing a new stimulus, and keeping you accountable. Okay, and I have some points here that I've written down. I'm going to make sure I go over all of them. And yeah, so that would be all my points for the day, is keeping track of your logbooks, and having something that you can physically look at to make sure you're progressing over time. But I do want to make this point also as well before I end this video, is even though yes, you can see it on paper that you're making progress, you want to make sure that before you can write that down and truly assess it as it being progressive, is to be making sure that your technique is on point. Because this has happened to me very times where you kind of get into the addiction of just chasing the logbook and just wanting to chase numbers, but you lose sight of the technique. And over time, when you're just chasing numbers and you're kind of getting sloppy on your technique, it'll add up over time. For example, in week 1 you progress, week 2 you progress, week 3 it starts getting a little bit harder, and your technique starts going a little bit looser, right? And if you keep adding that little bit of loosening up on the technique over weeks, that's going to be a big change in technique, where to the point where your week 1 and your week 8, they just don't look the same. So you want to make sure that your technique looks the exact same as you progress. Okay, so don't lose sight of that, because that can happen very easily when you get so caught up in just chasing the logbook, the numbers in the logbook. So don't lose sight of that. Make sure your technique is good and you have some kind of standardized technique where you know that if you get that next rep, it's because you actually progressed, or you actually got stronger, because that technique is staying the exact same. Okay, so just make sure that's a very important point, because for me, I actually struggle with that up to this day. So yeah, so you guys track your logbook, keep yourself accountable, and keep progressing. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.